Most people think that quantity is much better than quality. So when we come to wars and fighting, the bigger the army is, the better. And this is not the case in Islam. When we have quality, quality beats the amount of army and soldiers and ammunition they have, because Iman always prevails. Allah says in the Quran, how many a small company has overcome a large company by permission of Allah, and Allah is with the patient. In the beginning, the Muslim army was ordered to fight even if the enemy army is 10 times as big, and they never ran away, and Allah made them prevail. Then this instruction was lowered, so when the army of Muslims is faced by twice the size of the enemy, they are ordered to stand firm and to fight to the death. Sometimes quantity is a reason for defeat. The Muslims in the Battle of Hunayn, they were almost 10 to 12,000 men, much more than the enemy army. But because they were not firm in obeying the Prophet ﷺ, they almost got defeated until Allah gave them victory once again. Our Prophet ﷺ told us about an era at the end of time when the Muslims are a lot, but they are worthless. How many Muslims do we have? 1.7? 2 billion Muslims on earth. What power do they possess or constitute? It's zero. They can't do anything. Why? There's so many, but they're divided. And this is why we have to know that quality is not attained by logic. Quality is only attained by the Quran and the Sunnah. This is what defines how we look at things, so that we act according to what pleases Allah Azza wa Jal. If we were to look at things with the glasses of Sharia that filters everything, then we would understand that 1 rupee of halal is better than millions from haram. Ask the people on the street, would you like 1 rupee halal, or shall I give you 1,000,000 rupees of haram? What would they answer? The vast majority will say, give me haram. Give it to me and I'll give something to sadaqah and Allah will forgive. Because they don't have the understanding of Sharia. If you ask people, a niqabi, hijabi, Muslim, believing, practicing woman as a wife, or Miss Universe, they would say, Miss Universe does the job. 1 niqabi woman equals thousands of non-hijabi women. 1 man or boy who memorizes the Quran is better than 1,000 of those who don't know where the Qibla is, who all what they care about is their movies, their music, their Instagram, their TikTok, but they don't know nothing about Islam. It's a shame when you ask youngsters about the pillars of Islam, about the pillars of Iman, they say, huh? They don't know. But if you ask them about the members of the Brazilian football team, and they list their names and their clubs and everything about them. A father must look with the glasses of Islam to filter whatever his wife asks him to do, whatever his children ask him to do. So whatever pleases Allah, he does it. Whatever goes against Sharia, he blocks it. Likewise, the son has to look in what pleases his parents, but with a condition that it pleases Allah. So if your parents order you to do a sin, you block it and refuse it. This is how we should evaluate things in our work, in our leisure, in our sports, in our families, in our studies, look at everything through the spectrum of Sharia, because this is what a real Muslim does. Allah says in the Quran, say, indeed my prayer, my rites of sacrifice, my living and my dying are for Allah, Lord of the worlds, no partner has He, and this is I have been commanded, and I am the first among you of the Muslims.